Hello and welcome to the caravancompany.com. This is a 2015 Sterling Eccles Moonstone. We're just preparing it for handover, so the cleaners are busy getting everything ready, but I just thought I'd show you around whilst they're not around to demonstrate how everything works. So as we step forward, we've got an Alco stabilised hitch just here. This van also has the automatic trailer control, which assists braking whilst on the back of the car if the connections on the car are the correct ones. We'll go through this all together to show you, but this is how we stabilise and we put the caravan on board. When we get off the back of the car and we want to level the van, we use the jockey wheel to go up and down, and we've then got 4 supporting legs. 2 at the front, 1 there and opposite, and 2 at the back. They're not designed to jack the caravan off the wheels, they are there for steadies. Inside the gas locker, as part of this caravan's deal, we've included a starter pack, and it includes a 6 kilo propane gas bottle. This gas bottle's fitted, it's a propane bottle because it's used all year round. It's all connected using that propane tail there, which goes into the regulator. Everything's set up ready to use. All you need to do to turn the gas on is to undo the nut just there, follow the instructions and allow the gas to flow through into the caravan. There is also an external barbecue point, which is just here, which also means that you don't have to be collecting lots of gas bottles to transport around with you. As we come to the outside, on the offside, this is the water and space heater exhaust. You don't need to do anything with it, just allow it to vent. This is where your Aquaroll would go for your fresh water. So you have a Truma filler, which is just here, and it goes underneath the water line and then inside the caravan. Just here, we've got our battery, which is fitted in and locked into place, and we've got our mains, which is in there, which has a little cutout just there. There's a little black toggle, which is just on the left here. That's the isolator for the motor mover. So again, we'll show you that working when you're here. Behind, you can just see a little aerial point, and that's an input if you're on a super pitch, so you can plug into their aerial system. As we move back, we've got an automatic motor mover, PowerTouch Evolution, which has been registered in the customer's name, has a 5-year guarantee. Always make sure before you travel that you torque the wheel nuts to make sure that everything is tight and ready to go. Just here, we've got our drainage valves. These are the grey water from the toilet sink and from the main sink. Inside the starter pack, we've got 2 pipes that feed into the waste master, and that's where this one goes in. At the top here, we've then got our flush, which is where the pink fluid goes in, and follow the instructions and you go from there. And then underneath here, we've got the cassette. To lift it up and to take it out, lift the orange handle and slide out gently till it comes towards you. When you get to the emptying point, or when you're taken to the emptying point, you can extend this handle just here and you are on wheels. When you get to the emptying point, what you can do is bring this orange tube round, take this grey cap off, and you lift over the emptying point and press the orange button just there, releases the air pressure. Once it's all been cleaned off, you bring it all back together, you then come back to the caravan, you twist this one round here, pull this one back, and then that's where you put your blue chemical, the breakdown agent. And then when you're ready, you slide it back into place just there, making sure that orange handle just sits back in there to make sure it's locked. That's the back of the caravan. It'll have the customer's number plate on when we're finished, and we go from there. And then we've got our fridge vents. No need to cover these up when you're using them, unless you're using the proper Dometic winter ones, but unless you're doing that, please leave them open to vent. Let's move by the ladder. There's also an external mains point just here and access to the underbed just there. Stepping inside the van, under the offside front seat, there is the Sargent power supply unit. We need to make sure that this button here is pressed in to ensure there's power coming through from the caravan. This one lights up when you're plugged into the mains or the car to allow the battery charger to operate. This is a hot heating and hot water isolator on the electric. If they're lit up, they are ready to use. If you press them in and you think you've got mains and they don't light up, there's a problem. This is a spare, if an auxiliary circuit, if you wanted to fit one on. One common problem when getting onto caravan sites, you plug into the mains and you think that you've got everything on, but none of the main sockets work. If you press that little T button just there, it should trip out just like that if there is mains power coming in. If nothing happens, what it means is that there's a problem either with the mains cable or the main socket you're plugged into. So once that system shutdown button is pressed in, we can then go up to the top above the door to turn everything on inside the caravan. When we're not using the caravan, all we do is press that button there, it pops out, and that will shut down the system. Above the door, we then press power. We can see we've got a little green LED for the mains. We've got a green LED for the battery as well. To turn the water on, we then press the water pump button just there. And then as we then follow through, we'll be able to come through to the Aldi central heating, which we turn on using this one here. And then we press menu. The top one is the room temperature, and you can change it from anywhere from 5 degrees up to 30 degrees. The next one is the water temperature. The next one is the power setting, so whether you're using electric or gas. On electric you can use 1, 2 or 3 kilowatts of electric, or you can use the gas by pressing that one there. If anything goes red, it means there's a problem with the power source. In the middle of the summer you will want hot water, but you probably won't want the room hot. You would knock the room temperature down to 5 degrees and it would still operate the hot water. You can set it up for temperatures to come on at certain times by pressing these settings just here. In the washroom, we've got the header tank for the Aldi central fluid. We've got the aerial, multi-directional aerial, which is here, which you can undo this clamp just here to raise it, spin it round, and utilize this turn knob here to get the best signal. You've also got a booster in that corner just there. You've got your vanity unit here with storage underneath, and you've also then got your shower with shower head there. What you'll notice, there is a little catch to keep the door open when it's in transit, and if you can make sure that you keep that locked like that, that'll stop the shower door rattling around. The cooker has an electric ring. You do need to make sure that that lid goes fully up before any gas will flow through. Your electric ring is just there, and that's controlled by this control knob here. We've then got our gas ones, 1, 2 and 3. The grill is operated by this one here, and then your oven is operated by that one there. That little label there has the serial number on for that particular oven, so if you could leave that there for us in case you need any parts or assistance. The fridge is operated by turning it on using this one here, pressing the mains to use it on the mains, press it on gas to light it on gas, and the battery symbol is if you've got the right connections on the car. You can then maintain its temperature whilst towing, whilst the ignition is on. You can change the temperature using this one here, and then if there's any issues, this one will light up red. Inside, there's a label right at the back which has got the serial number on for the fridge. So this is the Sterling Eccles Moonstone. If you've got any questions after seeing the video, please don't hesitate to ask.